Hello everybody, I am Jose Betancourt, and as always thank you for viewing my videos. So here I have the GF 100 to 200mm f5.6 telephoto lens from my Fuji GFX system. It has image stabilization, it is made of premium material, and the glass is beautiful. The photos that come out of this lens are really great. It is a medium format lens, so it is beefy. You will not be discreet walking around the streets with this particular lens, so don't assume that you can use this for street photography. You can, but people are going to see you a mile away. It is a big lens. It's not super heavy, but it is a beefy lens, so just be aware of it. Right now it goes for $1,500. From what I heard, the price is going to go back up to $2,000. So if you're in the market for this particular lens, I highly recommend it. It is very versatile. With the image stabilization, I can shoot at about 1/15th of a second and get sharp images. That is unbelievable when you consider the weight and the weight of the Fuji GFX 50R. Now you might be wondering about the f5.6. You can go f5.6 constantly up to f32. But with the Fuji GFX system, remember, it is multiplying by 0.79 in 35mm equivalent terms. So a 100 to 200 becomes a 79 to 158mm lens. And that f5.6 becomes roughly about 4.5, 4.4 if you want to be technical. So it's pretty good for portrait. It's not as good as that 250mm or 110mm f2, but it's a great alternative and a great all-purpose lens, so I highly recommend it. So you're going to see some images that I've taken with the GF 100 to 200mm f5.6 GFX lens. I use it on the GFX 50R. Now I will admit, you choose a Fuji GFX 50R because you want to keep things somewhat minimal. You don't want the same bulk as you would with the 50S. So having this lens mounted on your GFX 50R is a little comical to look at. It's not uncomfortable, and even though it's bulky and it's somewhat heavy, you can still use it without a tripod, but I wouldn't recommend it for long-term use. I personally wouldn't tempt the laws of physics and gravity. I have used this lens for my son's water polo games, so the action is pretty fast and it held up really well. So you're not used to hearing that the GFX 50R is used for sports. Now water polo is not basketball or track and field, but it held up well. And what I did was I used continuous focus and I used a zone. So this way, whenever a player or a swimmer in this case was in that zone, I would hit the shutter, and most of the time, I'd say about 90% I had sharp images. So let me know in the comments section if you own this lens or plan to pick one up. And if you have any additional questions regarding the lens, just hit me up. I'd be more than happy to continue to talk about this lens. As I stated, it's super versatile. The iOS, it works. It just does wonders for low light situations. And by the way, for those who really care about bokeh, it gives you nice background separation. You can isolate the subject, and with 200mm, you can get some nice separation too. So as always, I'm Jose Betancourt. Thank you for viewing my video. Talk to you soon.